there is the idea of agonist versus antagonist. So agonist comes from, I believe the term gladiator term, right? Like,
Contest.
what?
Means contest.
Yeah. Or tactic.
I heard I was explaining my political philosophy contest.
Okay. So a drug can bind to a receptor and cause no firing.
You're right.
A drug can also bind to a receptor and cause total firing. Right. Yeah. So a drug can bind to a receptor
You have to do it.
and cause. So like.
Yes, it's the thing.
Oh. So we have a blocked receptor. And no firing. We can also have a blocked receptor and firing.
And that's naltrexone.
No.
No, that would be.
No. So the problem is that when you come into the term like partial agonist or antagonist. Because like a 30% agonist is like a 70% antagonist.
What?
Wait,
Okay.
yes,
So-
but you didn't tell us whether or not the which one is which.
Right, I can't remember this, which is why I'm asking you to look it up. What?
Wikipedia says that agonist is the one that or that inverse agonist causes no firing.
Right.
But is an inverse agonist an antagonist?
An inverse agonist is an antagonist.
Yes. So an
Sorry,
agonist causes firing.
Right, but that's not the question. The question is
No.
where on this scale between agonist and antagonist is naltrexone, and where on the scale in antagonist and agonist is naloxone. Well, so here's the thing. This is where I want you to understand. The drugs that we're talking about, a lot of them fall in this category, where they're going to block off the receptor and either cause a low rate of firing or a medium rate of firing. So naltrexone and naloxone, or Narcan, naloxone is also Narcan. I think I know the answer, but I don't want to tell you wrong yet.
Okay, this is confusing because it says antagonists cause no opioid effect and block full agonist opioids. Examples are naltrexone and naloxone. So both.
They definitely think there's definitely a binding difference. There's definitely a binding difference, yeah.
Again, this study says, this study compares the discriminative stimulus effects of two opioid antagonists, naloxone and naltrexone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the firing and no firing, are those both like separate from the random firing we talked about?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This is not basal level firing.
So neither of those will affect basal level firing.
Yeah, they can both affect basal level firing.
Oh, yeah.
Basal level firing is basically independent of the receptor.
Yeah.
So if the receptor is positively influencing firing, then you can have something bind and increase. Let's answer that question later. I don't want to use it.
Okay.
Did you have your hand up? No. Have you found it yet?
Why does it
I keep
block the
getting
receptor
this.
fully, it will fire?
Because blocking the receptor fully is also the same as just binding to it in the right way very tightly.
Then why do you need a drug that will do that?
So let's say I have a THC thing,
Okay.
and I suspect that THC might bind to several different things. I might then use an agonist of a certain receptor to give me the specific effect on a certain neuron.
But what about an antagonist?
Then I would want to see what would happen in the case where it's not there.
So is marijuana an antagonist technically?
We're not there.
Okay.
Okay, I found a different one. It says they have differing pharmacokinetic profiles favoring different therapeutic uses, but that's the only difference
Right.
between
So
them.
the
Which is more
pharmacokinetics
fun.
is the binding. Did anybody look up naltrexone
So-
and naloxone
so
and
it-
binding affinity?
So, naloxone has low oral bioavailability but a fast onset of action following parenteral administration for rapid reversal of acute adverse opioid effects.
Sounds good.
Naltrexone is orally effective with a long duration of action, making it
But
useful in
that's-
abuse deterrent. Blah, blah, blah.
That's absorption into the body.
Right, that's all it, literally
No,
all it
is there
says
nothing?
about it.
Everything I'm getting says they're both antagonists.
Okay, so let's just go ahead. I'll try to find that answer for you. The antagonists. Let's just go ahead with the assumption that they're both similar antagonists for right now. Okay, it doesn't change the experiment. And I'll find out.
But does the
Do you remember the difference between naloxone and naltrexone? No, we're not looking at wolf stains.
Without cues.
Really? Such a good scene. Of course, it's a really good way, but it doesn't show it.
Of course not.
It's like obviously,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure, I'll check that out.
And now this could just this is they're always effective in mean that all that matters is now administer more heroin. This is now
All this says
right?
is naloxone acts
So
faster and
then
stays
what's-
longer.
I would infer that
So
shows
those are probably how long it lasts and what, not.
That is what we're showing. Because the difference between the 1 hour round plus
Move on, Rachel, move on.
Okay.
the computer thinks it's 5:12?
I would infer that that means that Q 1 hour.
No, I can
Both of
judge
these
you.
rats have
One
cues.
hour
All of the
addiction
rats are
means
getting
that-
cues except for the saline, no cues. What the saline versus the saline no or plus cues shows you is that the cues don't really matter that much. What
Or
the
is
naloxone
those-
versus
I
the
don't know.
saline shows you
It
is
doesn't
that
seem like they're
naloxone
trying to get the reward.
Let's look at these charts, shall we?
What the last graph shows you
But this
is
naloxone
that there's a significant percent increase from the baseline with the rats that are getting naloxone. Both of the rats are getting cues.
Okay, let's set up the. What exactly are we doing this
Your rats are getting
You can't tell for sure unless you
That is what it's showing.
What are you kidding
before
me?
the analysis?
Yes,
It's up higher with what they can.
like what
So
they're-
basically what they did was
Luke, you have naloxone.
they
They're trying to test if you can still have withdrawal systems even if you're not injected with heroin. Is that correct?
And
What?
like
Just
no,
they're trying to test
Like,
if
do we
you
know
if you
naloxone
still
does
withdrawal
it?
systems
I think
even
they're
if you're not
actually
injected with
no,
heroin.
I think they're trying to see how withdrawal symptoms affect your intake of heroin.
Yeah.
There might be some like
So what they're doing is
interacting with
In wolves,
they give them a stimulus, which is a light and a tone,
naloxone is injected,
Like-
will they experience withdrawal symptoms?
and then they zap they
They're the 1 hour
inject you with naloxone,
I guess they are. Like they're
which basically removes the effects of cocaine. No, of opiate. Yeah, opiate.
Are they?
And,
Are they seeing withdrawal symptoms?
Not the same type of.
But are they seeing withdrawal symptoms?
It's not perfect, you're
I
right.
don't know enough about right now.
it is so so let's do stuff.
Then the
I understand that.
thing
No,
shows
yeah, 1 hour rest.
that the thing, yeah, yeah.
Versus just naloxone.
Okay, number 1. The shape.
All right. So basically, when they zap them with naloxone,
It's like the shape.
the ICSS threshold elevated.
So it says that cues alone are not adequate. Naloxone and cues are adequate.
Luke, is it okay if all of our notes are on the document?
Cues. Very cool. It sounds like
Can I think that's actually about this really quickly because how can you have like did you like 2.8 in just 30 minutes?
Oh, it's from there.
You don't know if it's on But also just trying to decide whether or not we're going to be. It's
Okay. Shape.
It's still okay.
They are both
naloxone probably thing, but they can't be sure that it's not naloxone plus the Q's that
They're making the claim that it's naloxone plus Q.
Yeah, but you don't know for sure once you get rid of the option that it could just be naloxone.
But they have one
Lots
that
of
just
them
keeps
Okay, so basically, all right. So here's what they did. They gave some rats a stimulus, and then gave them naloxone. Then they gave some other rats no stimulus and gave them naloxone, and they saw how they differed.
Yes.
Cool. Let's see how they did. Intake 1 hour rats.
This is
Heroin
really hard to
infusion for
find.
30 minutes.
We have H plus 3 times a week. That's really nice.
Alright, so when they zapped them with some naloxone and some Q's,
That's figure
they took a lot more heroin. When they zapped them with some saline and some Q's,
Yeah, number.
One of my most enjoyable classes during the day classes.
the 23-hour rats were super sensitive to naloxone. And paired rats had a much greater increase in
Here
heroin
it is.
intake.
Naltrexone. Oh, no. What about this?
Jeez.
Or you can just skip it. We can just have a story about it.
No, the x-axis is different.
It's saline.
Oh, I was waiting. But here's the question then, it's like, what, they have a saline, what's the difference?
Saline Q's, right?
What's the difference? Well, because the next one is not.
Yeah, we're only looking at that one.
This is the control.
Hmm.
No, it's 23-hour unpaired
What
rats.
does unpaired mean?
That means that I'm guessing it's that it's not naloxone and Q's.
But then he changed it because
The only thing that they're changing in all these
Cool.
drafts are,
okay, thanks.
the
You guys want to talk about it?
and so,
Yeah, let's all stare really mean.
oh, and the rack.
It's her fault.
The
Okay.
time rack, but I mean, so like what they're
Although it was an accident, it's also your fault.
They
They told me something.
and so, yeah, so
Like, he didn't know that. I should have learned it.
She's like,
Well,
I'm done.
there's
I
different,
did not. I said I wasn't done. I'm going to take it tonight. I said that. Yes, I did.
Yeah, but why is there saline and Q's then?
No.
You had just thought that it was due already, so you assumed.
Because lesson?
2 minutes.
Okay, can I ask you to finish this for homework?
Yes.
Aye.
I,
By when?
Yes.
When is your next class?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I can't do
Okay, so you have a quiz tomorrow night.
We can do it for Friday.
we have a quiz tomorrow?
No, we have
The quiz that
Oh,
you've been
okay.
working on.
Okay, yeah.
Same quiz.
Quiz tonight for Friday, and then you guys want to break some quizzes next week?
Yeah.
Wait,
Wait, actually, no. Because then we get more chances to prove what we're smart.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So she just said one thing and the rest was said the rest.
Okay, we will make that decision. So tonight, I want you to take the quiz for the second time. I'm going to ask you just to read this opioid agonist question. It doesn't answer the question of naltrexone versus naloxone. However, I think it does a good job of kind of explaining the idea of agonist versus inverse agonist versus antagonist versus partial agonist that I was talking about.
So we need to read that page.
Yeah, just read the page.
Can you put it on camera?
Yeah,
I can't find this anywhere. I have no idea.
And yeah, wait, I think we just moved, by the way. I think we just moved.
Move what?
Units?
I think we're into...
Sorry.
Yeah, I think we're on the dark side.
Oh, dark side.
We're on the dark side.
If it's all the others, like, think about
What?
it.
Y'all talking about?
He's on the bed.
No,
No,
stop it.
we
What are
can-
y'all talking about?
His personality is
I
hard.
heard
I'll
y'all
give you that.
Really, really hot compared to who's coming in.
Oh my god.
That is your type.
Wait, what does he look like?
No, have you not been on
Obama's,
the
Obama's a beautiful man. I'll give him that.
What? Are kids gonna take this class next
Obama's
semester?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, they don't have a choice. You already have signed up, so.
Not enough.
If he cancels the
Wait,
class.
can we take this class again?
Do you want to cancel this class?
No, there's some.
My fanny pack is so
There's-
useful.
So
Stop
there's
yourself.
a possible switch where I move out of Bio 1, double in
I would definitely.
this class, and then
Do you
teach
teach 2
research.
blocks in this class?
So what you're saying is you want to extend our class into next semester.
No, I want to. Well, no. I would love to.
Teach this class in 2 blocks. This exact same class.
No, you don't have to do anything. I just want to know, like, I guess I'm trying to get like what the feel is of the student community about this class and what it did want to teach.
Yeah.
Is it?
I would tell you.
Yeah,
I
it's
recommended
like,
Zach take this class.
I
because
would tell people like, yeah, it's hard, but you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Then you're saying that to me.
No, I would
No,
actually.
I would
No,
say
that's
that
actually what I
people-
said.
Right. But I mean, like,
We're still saying
I
it to you.
can't teach you all of this stuff.
Make
and
a
then-
operative and then send it out. And
Yeah.
see what people say.
Ooh.
Are you teaching the cancer one next semester? The cancer class.
If there is enough, right now there are 12 people who signed up for the cancer class next semester.
Yeah.
I would totally teach that class. It's very easy for me to teach.
Oh,
I've never taught this class before, but I've taught the cancer class for like 6 years.
Are you okay?
I'm taking it.
So
Yeah. I can take
you
mine.
would have to talk to Amanda about taking it. It is an applied cellular biology course. You will walk out of here understanding cancer at a level that is like
I'm kind of tempted to take
crazy, but it's a lot like this course.
I'm excited.
I never take cellular bio when I
I
die.
don't want
I
to do
never
it.
take a bio.
Really?
Okay.
I see cellular
I'm
biology,
biochem.
but I was going to do drug design.
Everybody push your chairs.
Yeah. In 7th grade, 8th grade.
Doesn't matter.